eyes, queen of discord where I stand, chaos in my every hand. Goddess of the wild night, bringing dreams to shattered light. Valhalla's throne is where I reign, with a heart that knows no pain. Goddess of the wild night, bringing dreams to shattered light. Valhalla's throne is where I reign, with a heart that knows no pain. Eras of courage and might, feel the passion, feel the flight. Crave the edges of my dance, take a leap, take a chance. Attitude to lights up the sky, sassy sparks that never die. In my world you'll find the flame, burning bright without a name. Feel the thrill inside your soul, breaking chains to make you whole. Through the chaos find your way, in my kingdom you will stay. Eras of courage and light, feel the passion, feel the flight. Crave the edges of my dance, take a leap, take a chance. Goddess of the wild night, bringing dreams to shattered light. Valhalla's throne is where I reign, with a heart that knows no pain. Eras of courage and light, feel the passion, feel the flight. Crave the edges of my dance, take a leap, take a chance. In the city, neon lights, dancing under cyber skies. Foxes running through the night, glowing with electric eyes. Wicked rich from the east, schemes and plans never cease. Sly with wit, she moves so fast in the shadows of the past. Cyber fox, run away. Alien dreams night turns to day. Project story of the time in this world of code sublime. Glitch in the system, clocks rewind. Secrets hidden you can find. Tech and dreams they intertwine, through the matrix undefined. Feel the thrill inside your soul, breaking chains to make you whole. Through the chaos find your way, in my kingdom you will stay. Cyber fox, run away. Alien dreams night turns to day. Project story of the time in this world of code sublime. In the shadows I reside, with that fire in my eyes. Queen of discord where I stand, chaos in my every hand.
Oh my goodness.
Hello! The zero, oh my god, one person who's here.
Hey Jester.
Oh my god. Let me tell you, it is something absolutely amazing.
Oh, your hubby's there.
Oh my god, husbando has spawned. That is amazing.
My wife can't be bothered.
Does your wife do stew?
Yeah, she actually has plans today.
That is why. Oh my goodness.
And we are down in Arwen.
We are. It is very sad.
It is. Because we have better viewership when she's here.
Oh my goodness.
Just saying the quiet part out loud.
That's why we keep her around, obviously. Okay. You know, obviously that's the only reason we do it. All right? That's obviously the only reason. It's not because she's like a really good friend of ours.
Right.
Or anything.
Yeah. I mean, I've said numerous times, this is Arwen's world and we're just trying to figure it out.
True.
Snorty!
That's naughty. I don't know why the accent changed, but it did.
Hello.
Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I'm definitely not doing last minute edits to the thumbnail.
No, of course not. Because it's not like you noticed an error like minutes before we went live.
Yes, definitely did not happen.
That did not happen.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Okay?
Finish the catchphrase.
It's totally fine. Everything's fine. This is not annoying at all.
Of course not.
Why the fuck are you being like that?
All right.
It's because I did. Oh my god! Why did I do that? I figured out why it looked wrong, and I'm upset. Don't you hate it when you get your layers mixed up?
I do. So you had something over something that you thought was behind it? Okay.
Yes, and that makes me angry. I do not appreciate that. Rude. Did that fix it? I think that actually fixed it. Kind of. Well, the problem's still there. It's just less obvious. I know this is very thrilling and amazing.
This is amazing content.
It is. I only give you all the best, man.
Exactly. I mean, look at the book we're reading.
Yeah. See, we only give you the best.
Exactly. Just like the story, the thumbnail's perfect.
It is. It 100% is. Yeah,
Okay.
of course. Okay. So how do I fix that without that other thing happening? I don't know.
Okay.
It's kind of a problem, actually. All right, hold on. Eraser tool away!
Thank you, Jester. That's right. Best content ever.
What? Oh, my content? Of course.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah. I would like recap what happened in the previous chapter, but we're about to do that when you display the thumbnail.
I mean, kind of. That's kind of something.
Yeah, there was a giant glitter cloud. There was their spaceship, the Cheese Wedge, because this world's suddenly science fiction. Because why not?
Why not?
And again, I did not do that. That's the AI did that on its own.
Love that for us. Actually, pretty impressive.
It is. It is. And whatever. What else happened? Oh yeah, Justin Case is now psychic.
Obviously.
He got a vision of a younger Earl.
Oh god, you're right.
And Cammy might be, she's a pixie / squirrel, maybe? We're not sure.
Yeah, we're not entirely sure about that.
The book forgot, so. Hey, Scott.
Hello. I'm not doing thumbnail. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, Jester, I appreciate that you are big enough to acknowledge that we have the best content, then the VacTube. That's correct. I appreciate that you're big enough to admit that, because this is premium content right here. Yes,
marvel as I fix my fuck up. Yeah, marvel at it.
Yeah. Listen to as she clicks on Photoshop.
Yes. Because it's worth it. Definitely, this is worth it. It's definitely not something that only I would have seen and only I would have noticed. Like,
I mean,
this
it's not.
is-
It's not like it's AI art, so we were expecting weird shit.
Yes. And I'm definitely, this is fine. It's fine. I don't know
Yeah.
what y'all are talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Almost there. Almost there.
Okay. All right.
This is worth it. Because y'all are
Loki
worth
is
it.
looking unimpressed.
You're not impressed? Hey. Be impressed. You should marvel at it. And its amazingness. It's sheer amazingness. Okay? That's what you should be doing. Why are you not doing that?
Right.
That's just rude.
Yeah. This will be totally worth it.
It is! Damn it!
It's not like you told me right before we went live that you're on a time limit.
I'm on a time limit, and it's fine. Okay. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Hold on.
Okay.
Damn it. Okay. No, Pinwheel. No! Pinwheel. Pinwheel of death. Why?
Uh-huh.
Just as I'm double checking, everything is fine. I did this last night and I didn't see the stuff, so, All right. That is good. Okay.
Okay.
Pinwheel. Pinwheel, we're going to have a talk.
Does Photoshop autosave?
Yeah, I'm trying to save it so I can close out of it.
Right.
It's a big boy file, so.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Worth it.
It is worth it, damn it.
I'm not doubting you. I literally just said it's worth it.
Yeah. It should be.
Yeah.
And so how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm all right. How about you?
I'm good. Everything's fine.
Scott
don't worry
Westbrook,
about
how are you?
it. Hi, this is amazing, isn't it? It's
This is premium content.
very entertaining. Okay. This took me entirely too long to do. I genuinely don't even know how long it's hours.
Really?
Hours. Yes, hours.
Okay.
That is how long this took me. It's very exciting.
I don't doubt that, Loki.
What? Yeah, I don't mean to do that, but by the time I remember that I've done that, it's too late. So
There is a riveting story yet to come, Scott. Don't you worry. We will be doing chapter 2.
yes, we're just waiting for this fucking thing to save at the moment. It's taking its sweet time.
I see that.
Can we get past 88% potentially?
I don't know. You tell me.
Finish up.
Okay.
Come on. Oh, good. We got to 90. We're at 90. Oh my goodness. Up. Go up. Continue up.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Oh my goodness. It paused at 97. Oh my god! I swear to God, if you crash.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very exciting. We only bring you the best content here.
Exactly.
This is the greatest. This is why I haven't got up in subs in 3 years. Is this level of content very high?
Right. Yes.
Okay, thank God. All right, it finally did it. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I know this will be worth it.
It is worth it. I'm not kidding.
Okay. I
This
believe
is
you.
worth it.
All right. Okay.
There is no playing around. I am incredibly proud of this. Okay, are you ready?
I am. Full screening this bitch and everything. I'm ready.
There you go.
That's amazing.
Thank you. Do you realize how fucking long this took me? Good God. It took so long. It took so long. Oh, Grok did not want to give me an enterprise made of cheese. It did not. Oh, it did not.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. I appreciate that a dag is hot.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Yeah.
It's like at least half of the character.
I like the little tuft of a squirrel tail behind Cammy.
Yes, it was squirrel tail or wings. I chose squirrel tail.
I also really like Agent Smith with Spock ears. That's amazing.
Oh, yes.
That's great.
I also tried my absolute hardest to give Lyra an iridescent admiral, and then I realized that you're not going to be able to tell in the fucking rainbow what color she's wearing for the most part.
Right.
So I was like, whatever.
Is this wait, is the space backdrop, is that Pink Floyd?
No, this is the motion picture poster.
Well, okay.
No, like this is almost exact. See, like let me show
yeah.
you.
Well, no, I knew it was the motion picture poster. I was just wondering the rays of light on the right, and it's like spreading out on the bottom. Does that also happen in that one?
Hold on, let me show you what I mean. Let's see. No, we're not gonna. Okay, we're gonna be rude. All right, that's fine. I guess you can be rude. So this was where I got. No, we're just not gonna pop up. That's fine. I guess I didn't need you to pop up. That's okay.
Okay. All right.
So I will show you. This, basically.
Ah, okay. Okay, I never noticed the rays of light on the right side there coming off the ship.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well done.
Thank you. So long. So long. Oh, so long. Worth it? Yes, absolutely worth it.
Now I know what you meant when you said that it's poster worthy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I'm very happy. It's beautiful. It's a work of art.
It is. It is. It's a shame Arwen's not here today.
Yes. I was very sad. I was like, God damn it, woman. I worked so hard.
So what was the part that gave you issues?
All of it. All of it gave me issues. What do you mean?
Okay.
To figuring out that the fucking title wasn't in solid black and it's dark gray and purple fucking gradient inside, and every single individual letter has a rainbow outline, and fucking the stupid like, oh, you gotta make sure that the stars are correct. You got to make sure everyone's looking in a reasonable direction. And God help me, the Enterprise made of cheese. Just everything.
Okay. That's fair.
Making sure characters looked character-y. Just everything. Everything on this. So long.
At least Adega is hot. That's all I have to say.
Yes. Yes. All right. That was the most important thing.
It really was. Well, that and the cheese enterprise.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. The cheese wedge.
Yes. Ugh.
Okay. Well, since we are on a time limit, we
Yes.
really should get underway.
Yes.
Now, if you remember, when I started reading or looking at chapter 2, I realized that it had repeated the last scene.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So I put in some of the actual dialogue from that scene as the previously on.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right. So I'm trying to remember. All right. Lyra's now William Shatner. Okay. That was the most important thing.
Yes. Lyra's William Shatner. I mean, I'll take Arwen's characters. So
Okay.
I'll do Adega and Cammy.
Okie dokie.
In addition to Justin and the narrator.
Beautiful. Okay, 16.
Yep, page 16.
I don't know why I decided to scroll all the way down to the bottom. Thank you. That was good. Okay. You did not do a proper chapter break.
What?
You didn't do a proper chapter break.
I didn't do a what?
Proper chapter break. Boo.
I didn't.
Oh. It's not on a new page. I'm sad.
What?
Oh. Big sad.
Yes, it is.
Not for me. And that's all that matters. Yes.
Okay.
Oh! Previously on.
Yes. That's new. That's actually something
okay. Fair enough.
That's what I added.
Fair enough. Okay. You were right. Okay. Let's go. All right.
Okay.
Onward.
Previously on Blacksmith 2.
My spatial sensors are useless.
She muttered, her brow furrowed in concentration.
These things are incorporeal. How are we supposed to chart a course through them? Yes, you have to move your whole body.
Right. Oh, what voice was Arwen doing for Adega? I think she's just doing like an unemotional, like Spock kind of voice, right?
I have no idea. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Okay.
I had a long week.
Okay.
And this is like a black hole.
Okay. No, it's like a glitter cloud.
True.
Okay. Their energy signatures are unlike anything known to science, she announced, her voice tight with excitement and a hint of fear. They seem to be ... pure energy, self-aware and sentient. They are rewriting the laws of physics as we know them. Earl.
They are keepers of the cloud.
He murmured, his voice he murmured, his voice barely above a whisper.
Guardians of its secret.
Look at the sparkly jellyfish!
Beautiful. I'm really getting convinced that Arwen just took over Cammy, in vague intervals,
Right.
It's like, when she's being Arwen, that's Arwen. When she's being dumb, that's Cammy.
Okay. Hey, Sherry.
Hello.
All right.
This will make sense.
Chapter 2, Within the Glitter.
Amazing.
Cammy tried to with her glittery net, much to Lyra's exasperated sighs. The light creature seemed amused by her attempts, playfully dodging the net with fluid grace. It even seemed to playfully flick Cammy's tail with a beam of light, causing her to yelp with surprised delight. Further into the cloud, we began... See, here we go. It changed perspective.
Yep.
Further into the cloud, we encountered beings of pure shadow, their forms as insubstantial as smoke, yet possessing a palpable presence. These shadowy figures moved with a silent grace, their movements as fluid as the luminous creatures, but their energy felt cold, almost menacing. They communicated through subtle shifts in the shadows, creating images and symbols that flickered into and out of existence, hinting at ancient stories and forgotten histories. Sure, okay.
Okay.
Their presence evoked a sense of mystery and foreboding, a stark contrast to the playful energy of the light creatures. Justin, whose psychic sensitivity had been amplified within the cloud, felt a surge of fear as the shadowy beings approached. He sensed an ancient malice, a deep-seated resentment radiating from their forms. The whispers in his mind became more insistent, more demanding, as if trying to force him to reveal his deepest fears and secrets. He felt a cold dread creep into his heart, a feeling that transcended mere fear, tapping into a primal instinct of self-preservation. Lyra struggled to maintain control of the ship as the shadowy creatures fitted around them, because that's how I like to envision these evil, foreboding creatures. They're just flittering about.
Yeah.
That's such a menacing word. As the shadowy creatures fitted around them, their ethereal forms interfering with the ship's navigational systems.
These things are messing with our sensors.
She shouted, her voice strained.
We're losing control.
The cheese wedge lurched violently.
Love that for us.
We know what the image is. We've all seen it.
Yes.
Nearly throwing everyone off their feet. Only her exceptional skill as a pilot, honed over years of navigating treacherous space lanes, kept them from crashing into a colossal cloud-formed mountain range. Sure, why not?
Hold on a second. I thought Cammy was our... Okay, well, whatever.
What are you talking about? Cammy's a squirrel pixie.
At this point, yes.
Yeah. Dr. Adega, despite her scientific curiosity, found herself breaking away from the shadowy creatures. Her scientific curiosity momentarily eclipsed by the sheer force of their unsettling presence. Their energy signature, ... it's negative. Oh, I'm sorry. It's ... negative. I had to get that ... in there. It's very important.
Of course, very important, yes.
She whispered, her voice trembling slightly. It's like ... anti-energy. It's draining the light from everything around it. Her scientific instruments struggled to comprehend the nature of these entities. They were outside the parameters of any existing model. Even Earl Grey's calm demeanor wavered slightly in the presence of the shadows. His humming faltered,
God damn it, Earl.
replaced by a low guttural murmur.
He's just murmuring incoherently. He's he's remembering the time of Arwen.
Right. He seemed to be communicating with the shadowy beings, though his words were inaudible. Yeah, because he's just murmuring. Lost in the hum of the cloud. The conversation, or rather the interaction, seemed fraught with tension, a silent negotiation between opposing forces. Cammy, however, remained unfazed. She considered the shadowy creatures dark glitter, and attempted to capture them with her net. Unsurprisingly, this had little effect, much to her continued undeterred enthusiasm. All right. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Beyond the light and shadow beings, we encountered creatures. It changed perspective again.
Oh my god.
And I don't know who is the person talking. I don't know.
It's the cheese wedge.
Yes. I'll go with that. Beyond the light and shadowy beings, we encountered creatures that defied all known biological classifications. Oh, yeah, unlike the beings made of shadow. Because that's off that you literally can't scan or anything.
No.
These are the ones that defy your beings. Okay. Yeah. All right. They were a blend of organic and inorganic matter. Shimmering constructs of living crystal and pulsating energy. Their form shifting and rearranging before our eyes. Some resembled giant iridescent flowers. What is with the AI and iridescent flowers and plants?
I don't know, man. It's
Why?
always.
All right. Their petals unfurling in slow hypnotic movements. Others resembled colossal insects, their chitinless shells shimmering in an otherworldly glow. They moved with a strange, jerky grace.
Just imagining that is funny.
Yeah. Giant insects that are moving with jerky grace. Okay.
Sure.
Their movements defying the laws of physics as we understood them. All right, sure. Hey, memes.
Hello.
Lyra, marveling at their strange beauty, whispered,
They're like living sculptures, masterpieces crafted from the very fabric of the Glip Cloud.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Justin, however, felt a sense of unease in their presence. The telepathic whispers intensified, the voices now laced with a feeling of primal, unbridled hunger. He sensed an insatiable need, a voracious appetite emanating from these crystal creatures. An appetite that seemed to encompass everything around them. All life itself. Earl Grey, however, offered a different perspective.
They are the architects.
He said, his voice low and thoughtful.
They shape and mold the very essence of the cloud. They're the ones who create.
Cammy, ever the optimist, simply declared they were very pretty bugs, y'all! And tried to feed them a piece of her cheese. which surprisingly they didn't react to, seemingly uninterested in such terrestrial delicacies. All right, okay.
Rude.
It is rude. As our journey continued, the encounters grew stranger. The inhabitants more surreal, more otherworldly. Each new encounter challenged our understanding of life, of existence itself. The glitter cloud was not just a cloud of cosmic dust, it was a living entity, a universe unto itself, teeming with life that defied categorization. The lines between science fiction and reality blurred. Yeah, well, that's definitely a way to say it. As we found ourselves hurtling through a fantastical realm that was at once awe-inspiring, and deeply unsettling. The journey through this cosmic kaleidoscope was shaping not only our understanding of the universe, but of ourselves and the very nature of existence. And it was only just beginning. The cheese wedge shuddered, a minor tremor in the otherwise fluid landscape of the glitter cloud. Dr. Adega, clinging precariously to a handrail, nearly lost her balance. Her usual meticulous composure was frayed. The constant shifting realities of the cold, the bizarre encounters were beginning to take their toll. Yet, a spark of exhilaration flickered in her eyes. She clutched a small crystalline object. All right? Its surface pulsing with a faint inner light. Where did this crystal come from?
Is this the fucking celestial tear?
It might as well be.
That's Justin's, damn it!
It pulsed with its surface pulsing with a faint inner light. It was unlike anything she'd ever seen. A perfect blend of organic and inorganic matter, defying all known scientific classifications.
What?
Okay. This, she breathed, her breath hushed with awe and a touch of bewilderment. This is incredible. It's ... a data crystal. But not as we know them. We know what data... Okay, sure. Why not? Okay.
What, you don't know what a data crystal is?
I don't.
Racist.
Okay. She held it up to the ship's most advanced scanner, an instrument normally capable of analyzing the most complex energy signatures. The scanner, however, sputtered and wheezed.
Same.
That's what we get for getting a used scanner.
I knew it! We shouldn't have trusted that guy at the garage sale.
Man. Yeah, always buy your scanner new. Never go to a resale place for your scanners.
There's probably a reason why they're trying to get rid of it.
Exactly. The scanner, however, sputtered and wheezed. I just love that. Its display flickering with chaotic patterns. It couldn't even begin to process the information contained within the crystal.
What is it?
Lyra asked, her voice tight with concern. The ship was still navigating the treacherous currents of the cloud, dodging colossal, iridescent... Oh, God. I'm so tired of the word iridescent. I'm tired of the word testament. I'm tired of the word meticulous.
Yes.
Dodging colossal, iridescent formations that resembled living sculptures. Okay. All right, sure. I'm not sure, Adega replied, her fingers tracing the intricate patterns etched onto the crystal's surface. It seems to contain ... memories. Not just data, but actual experiences, emotions, ... The very essence of a civilization. And it's incredibly ancient. All right. Okay. The crystal's energy signature was unlike anything she had ever encountered. It was ancient, powerful, and resonated with a deep, resonant hum. All right. Okay. Yeah. You have you have resonant. It's like so close together.
Uh-huh.
All right. Okay. Yeah. It resonated with a deep, resonant hum. That's great writing there, AI. That seemed to echo the very heartbeat of the glitter cloud. Snorty, that's true. It was iridescent, but nevertheless whimsical.
Incredibly true.
Yes. As she focused on the crystal, images began to flicker in her mind's eye, fragmented visions of a civilization far beyond human comprehension. She saw cities built of living light, beings of pure energy moving through a landscape of impossible geometries.
Yay.
You know, just because you put impossible over in front of another word doesn't mean that they work together. Impossible geometries. All right, okay. She saw rituals, celebrations, and battles, all depicted in a language that was both visual and emotional, bypassing the needs for words. Oh God, they communicate through twerking.
No.
As the visions intensified, the images grew clearer. She saw a figure, vaguely humanoid, but with features that defied human anatomy. What? Then it's not humanoid. Then again, it's vaguely humanoid, so I guess that does work. All right.
I'm not giving them that.
Okay. She saw a figure, vaguely humanoid, but with features that defied human anatomy, holding a similar crystal. The figure's eyes met hers across the vast gulf of time and space. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Remember when Doctor Who...
God, that took me a second to realize what you were talking about.
Remember when Doctor Who was good?
No.
It's been a long time.
It's been 84 years.
A silent communication that transcended language and barriers. The figure seemed to be radiating knowledge, sharing its deepest secrets with her.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Okay. Snorty, I'd love to see you twerking your big furry butt.
True.
Yeah. And Scott, I'm glad that the story has transcended your expectations.
As it should.
Yes, because the story's perfect.
Yes.
Suddenly, the vision ceased. The crystal pulsed once, then fell silent. Adega felt a wave of exhaustion wash over her, but her mind raced with the information she had received. It's ... connected to the cloud, she whispered, her voice barely audible. The cloud is ... a living archive. A repository of memories, of experiences, of entire civilizations. You already said this.
No.
The discovery explained the bizarre inhabitants, the shifting realities, the impossible physics of the glitter cloud. It wasn't just a cosmic phenomenon. It was a living record that of a past far beyond human comprehension. Lyra, ever the pragmatic pilot, immediately asked the most...
Hold on a second. Have I gotten a demotion?
You were an admiral.
I was. Yeah, now I'm flying.
Maybe you're very hands-on.
Well, then again, our fucking pilot's currently running around playing gradass with the fucking glitter cloud. All right.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's true. Lyra, ever the pragmatic pilot, immediately asked the most pressing question.
And what does that mean for us? How do we get out of here?
Brilliant.
Thank you. I'm very good at this.
I'm not sure, Adega admitted, stroking the cool surface of the crystal. But this crystal, ... it holds the key. It holds clues of the cloud's origins, its purpose, and I believe... Her gaze shifting to Earl Grey, who was humming softly in his corner.
God damn it. He's just stuck in like... Ugh.
He's like an NPC that just that got like stuck at a part of the map and it doesn't know how to get it back onto his track.
Yep.
He was humming softly in his corner. It's also somehow connected to Earl Grey. The revelation. There was nothing in that vision that said it was connected to Earl.
I think it forgot that it showed that to Justin.
Yes. The revelation sent a jolt through the crew. Earl Grey, the enigmatic musician.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I was in a different tab. What the fuck? Hold on. I need to get the enigmatic. Okay. All right. So that's the name of the next chapter.
The revelation sent a jolt through the crew. Earl Grey, the enigmatic musician, because he's been humming, that makes him a musician now.
I guess I'm a musician.
So add another job to Earl.
Yep.
Blacksmith, baker, archaeologist, Oakhaven special agent, starship captain, musician.
Yep.
Okay. True, Snorty. Enigmatic and whimsical. That's very true. Very important.
It is very important.
Yeah.
Whimsy is always important.
I mean, at this point, I just think whimsical is implied.
Yeah. There's always implied whimsy.
Yeah. The enigmatic musician had been unusually quiet since entering the cloud. His humming, he's humming, so he's not been quiet. All right. His humming, once a constant presence, had become sporadic and more melancholic. He's humming sadly now.
Good.
He had been reluctant to reveal the nature of his connection to this place. Adega realized now that his connection ran deeper than mere musical resonance. It was a connection of memory, of shared history. Meanwhile, Cammy had managed to somehow create a miniature replica of the data crystal out of discarded cheese and glitter, which she
What?
Cammy had managed to somehow create a miniature replica of the data crystal out of discarded cheese and glitter, which she declared to be a cheese crystal of awesome.
Yeah, that's our one.
Yeah. Justin tried to subtly question Cammy about her cheese-related creative outburst, but Cammy was too busy examining her creation under a magnifying glass to notice. All right. Okay. That happened.
Good Lord.
As Adega continued to study the crystal, she uncovered more fragments of the cloud's history. She learned of ancient wars fought between beings of light and shadow, of civilizations that rose and fell within the cloud's ethereal landscape.
What the fuck
She's-
is this thing?
It's a data crystal, naturally. She saw images of technology that surpassed anything humanity had ever conceived. Technology seamlessly integrated with the very fabric of the cloud itself. And, most importantly, she saw images of a planet. A world that was the cloud's point of origin. A world that seemed strangely familiar, yet drastically different from any world known to humanity. Remember, the cloud was V'ger.
Yeah?
Yeah, so that's where we're getting that. The connection to Earl Grey solidified as she witnessed visions of a young Earl Grey interacting with beings of pure light. All right. Okay. Seemingly learning from them, somehow connected to them on a profound level. It was a past he had never spoken of, a past that was now slowly unfolding before her eyes. Oh my gosh, she's going to get visions of going paragliding, and then getting hot cocoa, and then paragliding again, and then hot cocoa.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. The discovery of the data crystal deepened the mystery surrounding the glitter cloud, intensifying the crew's desire to uncover its secrets. A place... Lyra's concern for the immediate task at hand, finding a way to navigate this strange place and safely reach their destination, that was not their mission!
No.
They
For
were
sure.
sent to investigate the threat. Story's perfect.
Perfect story.
Yes. Had given way to a powerful scientific curiosity. Even Lyra's usual calm was disrupted by the gravity of this find, showing a flicker of awe at the sheer scale of the unknown they were encountering. Justin, his psychic abilities and heightened by the cloud's energies, picked up faint echoes on the ancient civilization's thoughts, emotions, and memories emanating from the crystal. These were not merely fragments. They were vivid sensations, an emotional torrent of joy, sorrow, and wonder, all of which had been recorded and preserved within the crystal's structure. And where did the crystal come from?
Your butt.
Earl Grey's reaction to the discovery was striking.
Yeah, he's been sitting there humming in the corner.
Is he singing the Willy Wonka's song when they were on the creepy ass boat?
Yes.
Okay. He listened silently as she explained her findings, his eyes filled with a profound sorrow. He then picked up his instrument and
Okay.
and played a melody, a hauntingly beautiful tune that seemed to resonate not just with the ship, but with the very fabric of the cloud itself. So, like,
All right. What instrument? What instrument do we have Earl playing?
a lute might be funny.
All right. So I'm gonna
a
go with
harp?
either a lute, a harp, or electric guitar are my top choices there. Yes.
A mandolin. You know, like, so he's like a wandering minstrel.
Oh my god.
All right. He then picked up his instrument and played a melody, a hauntingly beautiful tune that seemed to resonate not just with the ship, but with the very fabric of the cloud itself. The melody was a lament, a song of loss and longing, a testament, God!
Oh,
A
good Lord.
testament to a past he could no longer fully grasp. Well, because his past was with Arwen, and it can be hard to understand Arwen. I understand. We get it. His humming was now replaced with a deep-throated, mournful melody.
Okay, so what are we thinking?
Oh God! I mean, well, our head
Not that I
can't.
could visually fucking see this, but
Right. I'm picturing. He picks up a mandolin because he's like a wandering minstrel now. But he's playing 80s music because he's remembering Arwen.
he's playing a power ballad. All right,
Yes.
What? Hold on. What
Um,
were power ballad? What did they usually use?
yeah, but an 80s power ballad on like a early on like an early mandolin would be funnier.
Maybe. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to picture this thumbnail because I've already done the poster.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do the thumbnail.
Fair.
So that's what I'm thinking of. I'm trying to think what would be the funniest thing to make Errol play in the thumbnail. Now, to be fair, this could become very irrelevant.
Very, very true.
I mean, how many times have we swapped like perspective at this point?
A few times, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, onward.
Question is, what song would be the funniest?
That he's playing right now?
Yeah, if we're going with he's playing, because obviously he's thinking of Arwen, right? It's got to be 80s music.
Hold on a second.
And if he's having if he's singing a mournful melody, what would be some songs?
Hold on. Oh my God, I have it. Hold on, I'm trying to remember the name. No one say anything.
Okay.
Do you believe in life after love?
Was that 80s?
I don't know. I don't know dates. I tried to get me to memorize dates in my art history class, and I sucked ass at it. Let's see. Do you believe in life after love? 1998. Fuck. That song came out when oh my God, I just felt old really quick. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on, I need other Cher songs. I feel like he's singing Cher. Let's see. Give me a list. I don't want to know her entire life. Can I just have a list? Okay, whatever. List of Cher songs, since apparently Wikipedia is going to be useless.
Oh, Every Breath You Take by the Police. That could be one.
Is it power ballady enough, though?
Every breath you take. Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Maybe. That's a good one. Hold on. No, I think I have it. Damn it! It's 96. Fuck. I was gonna do It's All Coming Back to Me Now. I feel like he's doing like Cher, Celine Dion. Like I just feel like it's like one of those.
Oh, Time After Time.
There's that.
I just I just Googled 80s sad songs.
I am upset that all the songs I'm thinking of came are in the 90s. My heart will go on. All right, Celine. Do you have any 80s songs that I would know? I can't believe some of these songs came out after I was born. That's just that gave me like an existential crisis there for a minute.
Get used to it.
I didn't know.
It happens more and more. You know, next time we need to like put like a thumbnail in this, and we'll ask Arwen what song would she want to be serenaded by Earl
Yes.
from.
But that's probably what I would have done, right? You know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hold on. No, I'm invested in this.
Okay.
I've got to figure this shit out. All right, well, there's that. I actually know that one. I am happy with that. Let's see. La 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 la. That was unhelpful. Okay, I was just happy I knew one of them. Here I go again. That's kind of funny. Because, yeah, here you go again, Earl.
Careless Whisper. George
That's
Michael.
funny. That's a classic right there.
Yeah.
Every rose has its thorn.
Ooh. That's a yeah.
Let's see.
What have I done to deserve this?
That's funny. Whatever. My brain is doing Celine Dion and Cher, regardless that they happened in the 90s. So that's what my brain's doing at the moment.
Okay.
Because I think it's funny. That's just me, though. I don't know. We'll ask Arwen in like 3 weeks when we come back.
Yeah. Anyway, all right.
Hold on, I got to make a note of that, or this will never be remembered. Okay.
Very true.
Remember the badger to ask Arwen about the badger, and B, what power ballad 80s
Would Earl sing to her?
would Earl sing?
Mournfully sing. It's a sad song.
Mourn. Well, he could sing anything mournfully, and it's funny. So
I suppose that's true.
like, honestly, I don't think there's any limits here. All right, back at it.
All right.
That was important.
The data crystal wasn't just a scientific discovery. It was a window into a lost world, a key to understanding the origins of the glitter cloud and its enigmatic inhabitants. It was a profound and awe-inspiring revelation, yet also a profoundly disturbing one.
I agree.
Yeah. The realization that an entire civilization had lived and died within the cloud how do you know that the what?
Gonna be real, I didn't know we established that.
Yeah, that seems like new information that we're just kind of glossing over. All right. The realization that entire civilizations had lived and died within the cloud, their memories preserved in these crystalline archives, brought home the fleeting nature of existence, the impermanence of all things, including their current journey. The cloud's secrets were no longer just a matter of scientific curiosity. They were now intimately tied to the crew's past, present, and uncertain future. All right, sure. Okay.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Hey, Penny.
Hi.
The journey through the glitter cloud was no longer just a scientific expedition. It had become a pilgrimage, an exploration not of just space, but of time and the very nature of consciousness itself. Sure it is. The weight of history, of countless lives lived and lost, bore down on them.
I get it. Holy shit.
Yeah. Making their journey all the more profound and fraught with both wonder and an immense sense of responsibility. And as they ventured deeper into the heart of the cloud, they knew that this was just the beginning. The adventure was only just truly getting started. You would think that'd be how you would end the chapter, but no.
Yeah.
Lyra stared out at the swirling, iridescent chaos of the glitter cloud. The breathtaking beauty somehow at odds with the gnawing unease in her gut. No, that's all the cheese.
Yes. Just lactose.
The data crystal, nestled safely in Dr. Adega's possession, pulsed with a faint internal light. A beacon illuminating a past both wondrous and terrifying. The weight of its revelations pressed down on her, a burden she hadn't anticipated. Her initial assessment, her confident pronouncements about navigating this bizarre cosmic anomaly, ... they felt naive now, childish even. She had seen the swirling nebulae, a colossal living sculptures, all right, and felt the unsettling shifts in reality, but she hadn't truly understood. Until now.
Dun, dun, dun!
And we finally get back to dialogue, kind of.
That is Lyra, right? Because it just says she, and there's like three women.
It was Lyra having that it was talking about last, so I assume it's, yeah.
It's a lot to take in.
That's what she said.
Hell yeah.
She finally admitted, her voice barely a whisper. She turned to Justin, whose usual sharp features were softened by a look of pensive concentration. He had been unusually quiet since Adega's discovery, the psychic echoes of the crystal's memories seemingly overwhelming even his considerable abilities. A lot, Justin echoed, his gaze distant. I'm picking up ... snippets, fragments of emotions, of lives lived and lost. It's ... overwhelming. He shuddered slightly, his face paling. Well, not too much more.
Yeah, I
mean... Hugo Weaving's already pretty damn pale.
Yeah.
All right. The sheer scale of it ... the suffering ... the joy ... It's all intertwined. Yeah, it's almost like that's part of life. All right. chaotic tapestry woven from the threads of countless existences. Lyra nodded, a cold knot forming in her stomach. The initial thrill of discovery, the scientific curiosity, had been replaced by a profound sense of responsibility.
You're the admiral.
Yeah. They weren't just explore. I think the AI forgot that.
It now thinks Cammy is like a comedy character that's just running around. Oh my god, it thinks it's what's his name? From Voyager.
Oh. You mean Harry Kim?
No. Cammy is now that one character you hate on Voyager.
Oh, Neelix?
Yes.
I mean, even Neelix occasionally had uses, though.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. She's evolving.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. They weren't just exploring the unknown region of space. They were trespassing on the graveyard of civilizations, each lost world a testament to the fragility of existence.
I hate that word.
The weight of this realization bore down on her, heavier than the combined mass of the iridescent formations they had navigated. We got a twofer of annoying words.
Yay!
She thought back to her initial plan, her confident pronouncements to the crew. Escape, navigation, a simple mission, she thought. Now it seemed ludicrously simplistic, a naive approach to a problem of cosmic proportions. The glitter cloud wasn't just a navigational challenge, it was a living entity. A sentient archive brimming with the memories and experiences of countless beings. And they were intruders, blundering.
True.
Yeah. Blundering through its ethereal corridors, disturbing the slumber of ancient civilizations.
What if we're doing more harm than good?
She questioned, more to herself than to Justin. The thought, once a fleeting possibility, now held a chilling weight. Their very presence, their attempts to understand, might be disrupting the delicate balance of this extraordinary place. Justin looked at her, his eyes filled with a mixture of concern and understanding. We can't just turn back, Lyra. Not after what we've seen. The crystal, ... It calls to us. It demands to be understood.
But at what cost?
Lyra countered, her voice sharp with growing anxiety. The crystal, while holding the key to escape, also held the potential to unleash something far more dangerous, something they weren't even prepared for. Earl Grey.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I just went straight to Earl Grey. I was going to say a coherent plot.
His melodic humming, now replaced with a somber silence, watched them from his corner.
Oh my god.
His connection to the cloud was undeniable, a palpable link that seemed to deepen with each passing moment. He had seen these visions too, felt the weight of this ancient history, a past that was inextricably bound to his own. His silence was a testament to God.
Gotta love it.
His silence was a whimsical testament to his understanding of the gravity of their situation. Well, he's the captain of the ship, right? I would hope so. He was a silent observer, an oracle of sorts. What?
What the fuck?
So we can add oracle to his list of jobs.
He has an impressive resume.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's like Tom Paris. Or you just like we
Yes.
need someone that has a skill. Just give it to Tom. He was a silent observer, an oracle of sorts, trapped in a loop of memories he couldn't quite break free from. Do you want to break free of your memories?
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Cammy, ever the pragmatist, you
No.
described her as an optimist earlier in this chapter.
No, let's all be really honest with each other. She's an idiot, okay?
I mean, she's a pixie squirrel girl, right?
Yes. Apparently.
By the way, I like that you narrowed in on her being Ava Longoria.
Well, I didn't know what else to do. So, I still don't know what she looks like. So this is book 2 and I haven't received a single physical description like at all. I don't even have eye or hair color.
Right.
I literally don't know who she is.
Okay. Cammy, ever the pragmatist, in her own particular way, had taken to studying her cheese crystal of awesome with renewed vigor. She was convinced it held some vital piece of the puzzle, a key to their escape. All right. Why would something you make contain information that you need to escape? Book's perfect.
Book is so perfect.
Yes. A key to their escape. Even though they're the ones that flew into the thing.
Yes.
Completely ignoring Justin's attempts to communicate her about the emotional tempest raging around them. Her obliviousness, however, was oddly soothing in its absurdity. It was a stark contrast to the gravity of the situation, providing a much-needed moment of levity. Proving that amidst the chaos, some things remained delightfully predictable. Okay, all right, sure.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. No, it's okay.
Yeah. Adega, meanwhile, remained engrossed in her study of the real data crystal. Okay, Kay, you do what you're gonna. You just do your thing. I'll study the real crystal here.
Yeah.
Her face illuminated by its soft inner glow. She was deciphering the ancient language. An ancient language that didn't rely on words, right?
Correct.
Okay. Translating the visual narratives, piecing together the fragmented history of civilizations that had lived and died within the cloud. Lyra knew she couldn't shoulder this burden alone.
What burden?
Is the she referring to Adega working on the thing, and so like Lyra is like looking at her knowing she needs help? Or is Lyra looking at her own, the burden that she's carrying that we have no idea what the burden is?
Gonna be real with you. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Okay. Lyra knew she couldn't shoulder this burden alone. The weight of her decisions, the potential consequences of her actions were too immense. She needed her crew, their diverse skills and perspectives to navigate this new and unprecedented challenge. Her initial leadership style, characterized by decisive action and solitary problem solving, was clearly inadequate for this situation. I didn't get any of that prior, but okay.
No, you didn't get any of that?
No.
What?
No. Yeah. She approached Adega, her voice softer this time.
What do you think, Adega, about our next steps?
Spark.
Rock. Just all of that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Adega looked up, her eyes mirroring the crystal's otherworldly glow. We need to understand the cloud's purpose, she said, her voice soft with quiet determination. We need to understand the connection to Earl Grey, and we need to unravel the mystery of that lost planet. Okay, sure.
I don't know. Okay, sure. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay.
You do you.
Yes. Slay queen.
Lyra nodded. Adega was right. Escape was no longer their primary objective. Your objective originally was to just figure out the threat of the glitter cloud.
Yep.
All right. Understanding had become paramount. Their journey had transformed from a simple navigational exercise to a profound exploration of history, consciousness, and the very nature of existence itself. The immense weight of this understanding began to settle on her shoulders, a responsibility that was far greater than anything she could have imagined. The glitter cloud was no longer a simple obstacle. It was a teacher. And Lyra, the pragmatic pilot, was finally ready to learn. She had to rely on her crew, not just as navigators, scientists, and musicians,
Okay.
but as a team, a unit capable of confronting the unknown and facing the profound questions that now defined their mission. Her doubts hadn't disappeared completely, but they were tempered by a newfound sense of purpose. The weight of the responsibility was immense, but so too was the opportunity. This wasn't just about finding a way out of the glitter cloud. It was about understanding the universe. And I thought it was understanding the glitter cloud, whatever.
I don't know.
You keep moving the goalposts there, book. It was about understanding the universe and its profound, often terrifying mysteries. And for the first time, Lyra felt a sense of profound hope in the midst of the overwhelming unknown. They were not just explorers. They were historians, archaeologists, and perhaps, unexpectedly, saviors of forgotten worlds. Their journey had only just begun. But let's keep going. I don't know why it keeps ending paragraphs with like a line that would indicate that's the end of the chapter. And then it just keeps going. It keeps doing that.
Yeah.
A flicker. A ripple in the otherwise static image of Earl Grey. His form shimmered, the edges blurring, as if a painter were hastily erasing and redrawing his outline. He didn't physically move, but the air around him crackled with energy, a low thrumming that resonated with the pulsing light of the data crystal. Okay. Wait. I stopped short. I was.
No, you're okay.
My mind shut off for a moment there.
You're fine.
Okay. He didn't physically move, but the air around him crackled with energy, a low thrumming that resonated with the pulsing light of the data crystal in Adega's hands. Lyra Justin, and even the seemingly oblivious Cammy momentarily stilled, sensing the shift in the atmosphere. It was as if the very fabric of reality itself was stretching, warping to accommodate the unfolding memory. The scene shifted. Gone was the cramped confines of the spaceship. The Earl Grey was younger. His fur a vibrant, untarnished silver.
Oh, no, stop it. Stop. My brain. Josh, I had such a long week. Oh my god. No. He's a furry.
Wow, okay. Earl Grey was younger. His fur a vibrant. When I was editing this, I was howling when I read that.
Okay, hold on. I have. All right, hold on. I'm moving you over. I've got to take notes. Okay, hold on. Earl, and I'm gonna give you the. Now, musician. We haven't figured out what he plays yet, but it's beautiful. He now is covered in silver fur ?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
His fur a vibrant, untarnished silver. He was surrounded by a lush, verdant landscape, a world teeming with strange, bioluminescent flora that
Wait
casts.
a second. That sounds familiar.
He's back home.
Oh my god, it's canon.
Bioluminescent flora that casts an ethereal glow on everything it touched. This world, Liebert realized with a jolt, was breathtakingly beautiful. You had to realize that it's beautiful?
Oh, actually, fun fact, Lyra, the very, very similar looking version of you named Ilaria appeared in our world.
Yeah. This world was breathtakingly beautiful. A paradise lost, buried beneath layers of time and cosmic dust. Then the owls arrived.
Shut your whore mouth. No. Did you put that in there?
I did.
Oh.
I did.
Oh, I'm sad. God.
I know. It was so sad I was not here. I put in roided owls.
Okay. I'm just copying and pasting that. All right, we're good.
Yes.
There we go.
Then the owls arrived. Not ordinary owls, but creatures of nightmares. Their feathers like obsidian shards. Their it likes to make everything obsidian, doesn't it?
I also like the color black. It's my favorite color. But come on now. All right, let's calm down.
Yes, but if everything's black, if everything is black, then there's no contrast.
Being rude in my closet right now.
Yes, but your face isn't like obsidian black.
I am white. Yes, you can say that. It's fine. I am not black.
I know.
But the cat avatar is. Oh my god.
Oh no!
I'm made of obsidian.
All right. Their feathers like obsidian shards, their eyes burning with malevolent intelligence. They weren't merely predatory. They radiated an aura of ancient cosmic evil. their presence twisting the very air around them. Lyra felt the visceral chill, a wave of icy dread that washed over her despite the vast distance of time and space separating her from this vision. I'm so sad Arwen is not here
Yes.
for evil owls to appear.
I am so sad.
Earl Grey in this memory was not the melancholic musician she knew.
Okay.
He was young, fiercely protective, his eyes blazing with defiance as he defended his home, his family, against these terrifying creatures. The battle was fierce, a desperate struggle against overwhelming odds. The air crackled with energy, the ground trembled beneath the weight of their conflict. But aren't the owls airborne, so it's just Earl on the ground?
No.
Okay. The bioluminescent plants flickering in response to the emotional upheaval. The sounds of the battle, the screech of the owls, the desperate cries of other creatures, the rumble of earth-shattering magic filled the spaceship, overriding even the hum of the ship's engines. Wait.
I'm confused.
Was the battle on back at his home planet, or why is the spaceship
Why
feeling
is this?
why?
Hold on, let me go over that one more time. Hold on.
Okay.
Mission, he was saying that. Oh, okay. The air crackled with energy, ground showed on the way the conflict, the bioluminescent plants flickered in the emotions. Okay, now all of that's fine. The sounds of the battle, the screech fell, started car. So, okay. So I think the flashback, which is now apparently taking over the ship.
Okay.
I think it's taking place on the planet, but it's a memory.
And the memory is filling the ship.
Yes.
Okay. All right. The memories were fragmented, fleeting glimpses of a cataclysmic struggle. A war raged against the ancient evil that sought to consume not just a world, but the very essence of life itself. See, I mean, Arwen would be so happy. Evil owls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lyra saw flashes of a civilization, advanced yet harmonious with nature, brought to its knees by the owl's relentless assault. She saw images of cities reduced to rubble, landscapes scorched, lives extinguished in a whirlwind of darkness and despair. Within these fragments, Lyra glimpsed a deeper truth. The owls weren't merely predators, they were collectors, harvesters of memories, souls, and even the very essence of a dying world. They fed on the sorrow and despair, weaving it into their own malevolent power, their presence twisting the very fabric of the glitter cloud itself. The cloud was not simply a nebula. It was a vast sentient prison, a repository of lost memories. We know, we've been over this. And shattered civilizations, all trapped within the iridescent embrace of the malevolent influence of the owls. And Earl Grey, he was a survivor, a fragment of that lost world, clinging to existence within the heart of the glitter cloud. His humming, Lyra now understood, was not simply a musical expression, but it was a desperate attempt to preserve the memories, the essence of his lost world, a defiant song against the encroaching oblivion. Oh my god, he's humming a battle cry!
Oh my goodness. All right, now, okay, so whatever, I gotta do it. It also has to be a battle cry. There we go.
All right. His melodic melodies were echoes of a paradise lost, a lament for all those lives extinguished, a testament to a civilization destroyed. His very being was a living link to that ancient conflict. So how is he here and alive then?
He's Earl Grey.
This is true. A vessel carrying the echoes of a devastating war. A living testament to the resilience of the spirit. Yeah. The vision intensified, the colors becoming even more vibrant, the sounds even more potent. Earl Grey, in his youth, faced a terrible choice. To escape, to save himself, he would have to sacrifice a part of himself, a part of his history, a part of his world. The owls offered him a twisted bargain. Okay.
All of your forks will be saved, but you will lose your memories.
You will lose the memory of where you store your forks.
Yes.
The owls offered him a twisted bargain. Oblivion for him and his people, or the slow, agonizing imprisonment within the glitter cloud. How is that a twisted choice? It sounds like an easy one.
Yeah.
His existence reduced to a faint echo amidst the chaotic symphony of memories. Oh, okay. So
Do you understand now?
I think so. Okay, I didn't finish reading. So the twisted choice is oblivion or agonizing imprisonment, and his existence is reduced to a faint echo.
Oh, okay.
That's why he has.
It.
That's why he has only faint memories of being with his people. So Earl Grey's an alien. Can we confirm this?
He's furry now.
Yeah. Well, the young Earl.
No.
Yes, it was the young Earl that had vibrant fur.
Oh, I combined two sentences.
Yes. Young Earl had the vibrant fur. This is older Earl.
Okay, so if he gets his memories back, does he also become furry? All right, these are questions. These are very important. I'm actually super into this now. I've kind of been zoning in and out this whole time, and now I'm kind of
Fair.
Okay.
All right. He chose imprisonment, accepting the fate of being trapped within the iridescent tapestry of the cloud to protect the remaining fragments of his people's memories. The image flickered again, the battle fading, the vibrant world dissolving. Earl Grey returned to his hunched form, his silver fur dull, his eyes filled with a sorrow that mirrored the vastness of the glitter cloud.
It's okay. All right. I need confirmation right now. Is he furry?
It seems so.
Okay. Earl has
Yes, fur.
Earl has.
Earl returned to his hunched form. So he's been hunched this whole time, too.
It's not just sitting. He's hunched over.
It's Earl Grey. Yeah, the vision faded. Earl Grey returned to his hunched form.
Okay.
So he's like he's got like a hunched back, but he's still super hot and muscular.
Oh, he will never not be super hot and muscular. He's just gonna be covered in silver fur.
Okay,
so
that's fair.
What are we thinking his persona is? Is it a cat? Yes, because he was with Arwen. All right. Yes,
it makes absolutely.
He is definitely a cat furry.
Yes.
Okay. And then once Arwen stopped popping the glowing mushroom, she realized I'm not into furries, and she left.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, guys. This is good.
We're building on the lore.
The lore.
Right. The silence returned, heavier than before. But
I mean,
now,
yeah, there's not a furry sitting in the fur.
the appropriate response.
Yeah.
Now, the silence returned, heavier than before, but now imbued with a newfound understanding. He was not merely trapped. He was a guardian, a silent sentinel, eternally bound to protect the memories of his lost world from the clutches of the owls. That's a sentence.
You know how we couldn't figure out why Arwen was with this guy? I think we're slowly but surely starting to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. His connection to the cloud, Lyra now saw, was not a mere coincidence or a particular sensitivity. It was a bond forged in tragedy, a testament to his sacrifice. A burden he had silently carried for centuries. The owls' continued presence within the cloud, their lingering malevolence, explained the uneasy energy that permeated the space. Sure, yeah. They were still there, still feeding on the memories, still manipulating the reality of the glitter cloud. Lyra looked at Justin, Adega, and Cammy.
What the fuck is going on? I am the admiral, but that was your captain. He's now a silver furry cat that's hunched over with some kind of instrument that Josh and I haven't figured out because we can't agree. All right. And, bongos.
A Lyra, because we have Lyra.
No! God damn it.
A recorder.
Recorder is funny. I'm adding that to the list.
Okay.
Please continue.
Yeah. Lyra looked at Justin, Adega, and Cammy. The implications were vast and terrifying. Well, you have a furry on board, so yeah.
Well, it's not just a furry. He's in his fursuit, okay?
Okay, so is Earl not going to have fur? It's going to be he has like a zip up jumper.
No, it actually is. He actually is like a cat, but oh, you know what? Maybe I don't know. You know what? I haven't figured out which is funnier.
Okay.
I'll figure out.
Yeah. They weren't just navigating a cosmic anomaly. They were caught in a millennia-old struggle between good and evil. A cosmic battle fought on the very edges of reality. Their escape, once their primary objective, now seemed almost trivial compared to the enormity of this newfound understanding. The task before them was no longer simple navigation, it was salvation. They had to find a way to break the owl's hold on the glitter cloud, to free the trapped memories, and to help Earl Grey find peace. The weight of this realization was heavy, but it was also strangely exhilarating. Their journey had transformed from a simple scientific expedition into a grand cosmic quest. The shimmering subsided, leaving Earl Grey slumped in his corner. It's his corner. He just has a corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. The image of his younger self fading like a half-remembered dream. Silence, thick and heavy, settled back over the ship. Adega, her fingers still resting on the data crystal, looked pale.
Has
Just
hold on. Has he just been fingering the crystal this whole time? I mean, she.
yeah, because Adega's a she.
Yeah, I have to make sure. I have to get my pronouns correct.
Yeah. You don't want to be canceled.
Yeah, I know, right?
You don't want Adega to cancel you.
Yeah, I have to make sure that she is identified correctly.
Exactly. I'm still disappointed that we're 2 episodes in and Adega has not popped up in chat to react to this.
He's gonna pop up whenever, like, the most incoherent thing for his character happens.
Yes, that is true. All right. Adega, her fingers still resting on the data crystal, looked pale. Justin, his usual calm replaced by a grim determination, stared intently at Earl Grey. What the hell?
Yeah, right?
Cammy, surprisingly, chirped a little tune, a seemingly incongruous melody that sounded oddly comforting in this tense atmosphere. What? All right.
I don't know, man.
Okay. The blacksmith, Adega whispered. Adega whispered, her voice barely audible above the hum of the ship's engines. That's who he was. Lyra felt a jolt. The blacksmith? The legendary figure whispered about in the hush.
Just fucking flashing back to all of, like, the fucking nonsense he's made, the piles, the unending piles of sourdough. Like, just,
The legendary figure.
I'm just thinking about how it did fucking nothing but go around and look at waterfalls and hold hands and paraglide with hot chocolate. And then I'm thinking about what happened in the last book. And
Hey. He remembered the badger.
They remembered the fucking badger. Oh my, the legendary blood. Shut up. No. He's like the biggest fucking loser ever of all time. Shut up. He devolved into the comedy character.
At the end of the last book, yeah.
He literally captured somebody by tripping on them, okay? Like, I don't...
Yeah.
The
all right.
legendary guardian. Shut up. Shut up.
Okay. All right. Lyra felt a jolt. The blacksmith? The legendary figure whispered about in the hushed tones of ancient texts? A mythical being who had allegedly played a pivotal role in the Glitter Cloud's formation? A figure shrouded in mystery and speculation? The very name held an air of magic, of power barely contained. But... Earl Grey? Justin questioned. His
True, Justin. Thank you. I'm so happy. You're just like, I'm fucking sorry. This asshole. Shut up. No.
But... Earl Grey? Justin questioned, his brow furrowed in disbelief. The musician?
That's not exactly what. That's fine. It's the feeling that I feel. Yeah. Okay. It's
Yeah.
fine.
The one who always smells faintly of Earl Grey tea and despair?
Smell Earl Grey tea and despair. I gotta make that a fucking shirt. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Is that the name of the next stream we do?
It's gonna be the enigmatic musician, but smell Earl Grey tea and despair. god.
That's funny.
That is so funny. Oh my god. Justin, you're the best. I love you so much. I'm so happy you're here.
All right. Adega nodded slowly. The visions, ... They showed fragments. They showed him facing the owls, making a choice, a terrible, agonizing choice. She paused, her eyes wide. The blacksmith wasn't some powerful warrior or sorcerer. He was a ... a craftsman. A blacksmith.
A blacksmith was a blacksmith.
Wow!
Oh my god! Oh god, that's comedy gold. Oh my god, I'm crying. I'm crying right now. Oh my god.
The blacksmith wasn't a warrior or a sorcerer. The blacksmith was a blacksmith.
He was a blacksmith. Oh,
Wow.
It's even funnier when you read it. Because in the text, it capitalizes the blacksmith like a title, right?
Yes.
And then when she says he's not a sorcerer or a guardian or a fucking warrior or whatever, he's a blacksmith. It's all lowercase.
Right.
So
Like it's just the job.
yeah. So they're describing the name. The Earl Grey, the guardian, the
yes.
blacksmith, right? And that's his name. And they're describing him as a blacksmith, the profession. Which, yeah, if he's called the blacksmith, it probably has something to do with blacksmithing. You dumbass. Just...
Very true.
Oh my god, that's fucking funny. Okay. That's great. Okay. Oh, that's so funny. Why is Arwen always gone on the funniest chapters? God
She
damn it.
does seem to be, yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
No, I needed water, so it's fine.
I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna rehydrate because I'm very, very dehydrated right now. So.
All right. Adega nodded slowly. Oh wait, no, it's the wrong.
Yeah, please don't put me through that again.
All right. The revelation hung in the air, heavy and unsettling. The image of the frail, melancholic musician clashing with the legend of the mighty blacksmith was jarring. What?
He's frail now? No, he's not. He's ripped out of his mind, and I refuse for you to fucking describe him otherwise, book.
Yeah.
Okay? He's ripped out of his mind.
Yeah. The image of the frail, melancholic musician clashing with the legend of the mighty blacksmith was jarring, a cognitive dissonance that resonated deeply within the crew. Lyra felt a surge of empathy, understanding now the depths of Earl Grey's sadness.
Shut up. No, you don't. Also, just so we're clear, Lyra. Okay. All right. He could have had a sleeper build.
True.
So, also, yeah. I've now realized I've been misspelling Earl Grey's name like this whole fucking time. That's funny as shit. Okay.
Oh.
I've been putting an A instead of an E. E is the English version of Grey. A is the American version. So.
Okay.
You know what? Nope, I'm not making him British. I can't do British Valley Girl mumble. I don't have that in me. I don't have that fucking in me. I'm very limited. So anyway, please continue. This story won me back so fucking hard. I am here. I am happy. Okay. All right.
All right. It was not just a personal loss. It was the weight of a world, of an entire civilization resting on his shoulders. He forged the very structure of the glitter cloud. Adega continued, her voice gaining strength. The vision showed him working with materials beyond comprehension, weaving them together, shaping them into the iridescent shell we see now. It wasn't just metal he worked with, it was light, memories, emotions, the very essence of a dying world. Oh, all right, Adega. Okay.
Adega, you need to stop huffing on the pipe, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know who put acid in your pipe, but you need to stop, okay? You need to stop putting acid in your pipe, okay? You know?
All right. Lyra pictured it now. The young Earl Grey, not battling with a sword, but with a hammer, forging not weapons, but a sanctuary.
A bread.
Yeah. A desperate last-ditch effort to preserve the remnants of his civilization from the owl's insatiable hunger. The image was profoundly moving, stripping away the fanciful notions of epic battles, replacing them with the raw, desperate beauty of survival. Beauty?
No, I got fucking caught on the owl's insatiable hunger. Is that why the forks are gone?
Oh!
Yeah.
All right.
The lore evolves. Of course, if we told Arwen that, she'd just start giving the owls forks because she'd feel bad for them. So here, I'll buy you more forks out so you can eat. Sacrifice at the altar of the owl.
Very true. All right. It's Justin. All right. But why? Why the glitter cloud?
Justin, that is an excellent question. But why? Followed up with why the glitter cloud? I don't know. Justin, you are the best character by far. I love you so much. You're I don't know how the AI keeps writing you like as the only one that has like a brain cell among this crew. I don't know how that ends up happening. But thank God.
Yeah. But why? Why the glitter cloud? Why this ... Prison? Justin asked, his voice laced with a hint of frustration.
Further, what an icon.
Adega looked at Lyra. I guess this is Adega talking then.
I mean...
Yeah.
I don't know. Because then, like, you look at the next sentence.
Yeah.
Because that... Is this Lyra's point of... Are we in Lyra's point of view, pretty much? It's, like, third person, but, like, because they keep...
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Okay, so I think Adega talks...
Yeah.
But we're... Okay.
Okay.
Because we do keep getting Lyra's point... Okay, so we're third person Lyra, I think, is what we're at.
I think so.
Okay, all right. I can follow that somewhat.
All right. Adega looked at Lyra. The visions were fragmented, but I believe it was a choice, a terrible, agonizing choice between complete oblivion for his people and this ... this gilded cage. Cammy, ever perceptive.
No.
You have repeatedly referred to Cammy as oblivious.
No, there are moments, there are brief, like, spurts of Arwenism that comes out of her. For the most part, Cammy is by far the dumbest person on this ship, to the point that I think she's a hindrance. She abandoned her navigational... She abandoned the wheel, okay,
Yeah.
of the car, essentially,
to
go run around with a net and catch glitter. Okay, do I need to explain how that's not happening?
Yeah. All that's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cammy, ever perceptive, chirped, a sound that translated in Lyra's mind.
What the fuck? hold on. We gotta figure out what this sounds like.
Chirp.
Same vibe. Same vibe. Okay, so yeah. All right, Matt.
Cammy, ever perceptive, chirped, a sound that translated in Lyra's mind to a question. What about the owls?
Oh my good lord.
So she's like now lost the ability to just talk. She's now just chirping like a chipmunk.
Oh no. Does that mean we're gonna have 2 furries on board?
No!
No. No wonder they're together. They're both furries. Okay, everything makes more sense though. Okay.
All right. The question struck a chord. The owls were not merely predators. They were sentient beings, manipulating the very fabric of the glitter cloud, feeding on the sorrow and despair of trapped memories. Earl Grey's actions, though seemingly desperate, had inadvertently empowered them, creating a vast sentient prison that simultaneously protected and enslaved. What?
You know what? I'm not gonna think about it.
He trapped them in here, along with the memories, Adega explained. What? So the owls are also trapped?
Oh god, I just got Ahsoka flashbacks. Fucking Ezra trapping Thrawn and them in the other galaxy. Stupid show. Oh no!
All right. But he also trapped himself. The price of preserving the past was his own freedom, his own peace. He's been with you!
So, I have lots of questions. Like, how? Because he's a captain on this fucking ship. Has he been trapped on the...
What? All right, okay.
I don't understand. I don't understand. It's funny, but I don't understand. I don't get it.
The weight of this revelation settled heavily on them. How many revelations are we going to get?
All of them.
Okay. They weren't just facing a navigational challenge.
Stop. I swear to fuck, if you tell me one more time that you were going to escape, you chose not to, and now you decided that your captain was born here and is a furry and is now... Shut up, okay? Shut up, Pat. No.
They weren't just facing a navigational challenge. They were facing a profound moral dilemma. Had Earl Grey done the right thing?
I don't know. What did he do?
Had he made the ultimate sacrifice to save what he could? Or had his desperation created a more insidious prison? What?
Okay, hold on. Let me go over the facts, which are very difficult because there are none. Okay, so Earl is furry man who protected the planet that we saw in the first book, okay?
Yes.
All right, that's fine. Whatever.
Then the owls came.
The owls came, and with the mighty power of his hammer, because he's now Thor, apparently. He's furry Thor. It's fine.
I'm sure there's fan art somewhere.
Don't make me look for it. Do not make me look for it, honey. Don't. I know it's there. I don't even need to look for it. I know somebody is drawn furry art of Thor.
Of course.
know. Okay.
Of course.
You know it. You know it. I know it. We all know it. Okay. And also roll 34. So I dare not. Okay.
Yeah.
But okay. Okay. So he protected from owls. And then he had the choice to give up his memories,
Yes.
or they basically destroyed everything, right? Was that the...
But they preserved the memories of the planet and the civilization.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he gave up his memories.
But then somehow he forged the glitter cloud to act as a prison for the owls?
But maybe he did Uno reverse card. And when he set a mind trap, I don't fucking know. Just roll with me. All right, he set a mind trap. So when they took his memories out, a glitter cloud. You know what? Arwen definitely helped with that. Arwen helped when he set a mind trap in his brain with her magic after she destroyed the town with the water. You know, everybody remembers this, yeah.
Yeah.
And she then unleashed the glittery cloud, okay, to trap the owls, because we all know Arwen and owls don't get along.
Correct.
And so they trapped the owls, and the planet, which I don't know, fucking, I'm gonna say Earth for funsies, is trapped in there, and the owls are trapped in there. But in him making the sacrifice, he also created this monstrosity. But like, it was a prison, but now the owls are using it to their advantage.
Yes.
And now he doesn't remember. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that you fucked up, Earl. Because
And that's the Earl we know.
You made them more powerful, and you don't remember anything. So it's not. So there's no benefit. It just.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like that's what's happened. Now, what did that sound like? Utter nonsense to anybody else?
It does.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay. Justin paced restlessly. So, we save him? We free the memories? Break the hold of the owls, ... But what then? Do we risk unleashing something far worse? Lyra...
We should airlock Earl.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, we're airlocking him? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Lyra understood his concern. The owls, with their ancient malevolence, were a constant threat, but the glitter cloud itself, with its trapped memories and potential for immense power... When did that happen?
No, hold on. Oh god, I forgot there's another aspect of this. So the glitter cloud was created with Earl's bullshit hammer, which forged of memories, light, and horseshit. Okay, that so I thought the owls were trapped in the glitter cloud.
I thought so too.
So I thought they were using the glitter cloud to their advantage, and that's why it was a threat.
But they're also trapped in them. All right. It's perfect.
My brain mode.
Yeah.
It's a grilled cheese.
Yeah. But the glitter cloud itself was, with its trapped memories and potential for immense power, was a source of untold danger if mishandled. The very act of freeing it could unleash something cataclysmic. Adega sighed, her expression grim. The visions didn't show a solution, just a terrible choice made centuries ago.
Yeah? Sorry, I'm getting sassy now. Please continue.
Now we face our own choice. Do we free Earl Grey?
Unleash the Grey.
Do we free Earl Grey, knowing the potential consequences? Or do we leave him as he is, a trapped guardian, trapped in his own desperate act of preservation?
Airlock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The question hung in the air, unanswered, a chilling weight that pressed down on them. It wasn't simply a question of navigation or scientific discovery anymore. It was a matter of justice, of morality, of the burden of inherited consequences. Okay. They had stumbled upon not just a scientific anomaly, but a moral maze. A cosmic crossroads where the paths were fraught with uncertainty and the stakes were unimaginably high. The silence was broken by a low groan from Earl Grey.
Thanks, Earl, for your contribution.
He stirred, his eyes opening, filled with a profound sadness that mirrored the vast, iridescent expanse of the glitter. The iridescent expanse of the glitter cloud outside. He looked at them, his gaze ancient and weary. He seemed to be aware of their discovery, of the weight of his past laid bare. Suddenly, the ship lurched violently. A terror ran through
No.
a tremor. Sorry.
Correct. Yeah, a terror tremor.
Yeah, a terrible tremor. Suddenly, the ship lurched violently. A tremor ran through the hull, followed by a deafening screech. The lights flickered, casting the spaceship in an eerie strobe-like light. The data crystal in Adega's hands pulsed frantically, emitting a high-pitched whine that grated on their nerves. From the outside, a terrifying shadow fell across the viewport. A massive obsidian owl, its eyes burning with malevolent intelligence, its feathers like shards of a broken night, stared down at them, its presence a chilling promise of the unfolding conflict. The owls were aware. The battle had begun. Lyra, Justin, and Adega exchanged glances, their faces etched with the grim determination. Their simple scientific expedition had transformed into a cosmic war, a struggle against ancient evil, a fight for the very soul of a lost civilization. The fate of the glitter cloud, and perhaps even more, rested on their shoulders. They were no longer just explorers. We know. They were warriors, facing an enemy beyond comprehension. Space owls. That's not really beyond comprehension for me. In a battle whose outcome would determine the fate of countless lost souls and the echoes of a forgotten paradise. The weight of their decision, of their choice, hung heavy in the air, as terrifying and exhilarating as the impending confrontation. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. As terrifying and exhilarating as the impending confrontation. The blacksmith's revelation had not only shed light on the past, but it also cast them into the heart of a millennia-old struggle. A cosmic dance between light and shadow, where the lines between right and wrong were blurred, and the cost of victory was far greater than any of them had ever imagined. The game has changed, and they were about to play.
Dun, dun, dun!
And that's the end of chapter 2.
Woo!
What happened?
I am so fucking confused, man. I tried to take notes. Okay, my notes are: remember to ask Arwen about the things. Earl is now a musician. He's covered in silver 4. He's definitely a cat furry. Cloud in space is pink and glitterly filled with owls. Justin, Lyra, and Cammy are the same. Adika has a glowing obsidian thing. That I copied the thing about the owls, so I know what they look like. That's all I got.
Okay.
Like, I genuinely have no idea what I'm going to put.
So you didn't put that Cammy chirped like a squirrel now?
She has a squirrel tail.
That's fair.
So, yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
out here thinking I don't know what's going on, which I don't. But genuinely, I do not understand.
Yeah. They did something.
My God, they did something.
Things happened. I'm not sure what those things were. I'm not sure why they were doing those things, but they did things.
I do think it's like a funny idea of just what is happening with the other crew people.
Not a clue.
Yeah, right.
And the only elements of Star Trek: The Motion Picture that I could kind of pick up was the ancient thing that's like picking up memories from countless civilizations as it makes its way back to Earth.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing besides that. You are right on that. There are bits and pieces that I was like, okay, like I can tell that's from that movie, but for the most part, no. Like not even remotely.
Yeah.
So, what'd you think? Excited? I am on a break.
Well, I mean, I have skimmed chapter 3, and oh my goodness.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not. How bad are we talking?
The only spoiler I'll give is it flat out forgets the name of the ship.
No, the cheese wedge was so iconic, though. It will forever be the cheese wedge, okay?
True.
Ugh.
But you're not available next week. I'm not available the week after, right?
Yep, so it's gonna be, what's the date?
So you have 3 weeks to figure out what to do.
I'm looking at the calendar. Hold on. So we will be back on the 19th.
Correct. That's what I got to.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, my Star Trek calendar for July is gonna the images from Spock's brain.
Perfect.
Yes. It's an image of Spock with that thing around his head.
Yep. Yeah, when I was younger and I had a Star Trek calendar, I swear to God, I had one of Spock's brain in there too.
All right.
All right. Oh, I ain't got nothing else.
Neither do I.
So, thank y'all for coming and hanging out. That was crazy.
My brain melted a little bit more than it did last time.
But it was funnier.
It was. And I'm so sad Arwen was not here for the owls because I put that into this story generator. Because if I remember the prompt, I had roided owls be the thing that the glitter cloud sent out to destroy the Klingon ships.
That's funny.
I think that's what I did.
I mean,
I did have roided owls in there.
Well,
Yeah.
They did make an appearance.
They did.
Yeah. All right, thank y'all for coming. I am very happy. I'm sorry that we will not be available. We have Stoof. So.
Yep.
We got Stoof. We got to do. But we will be back on the 19th to continue this glorious story in which all of you and both of us will have completely forgotten what the hell happened.
Absolutely.
There is no shot I will be remembering this.
I mean, and as always, the best thing has been your thumbnails.
Thank you.
That is amazing.
Thank you. I worked really hard on this.
What was the thing that you were trying to cover up at the last second?
Oh, the glasses that I put on Earl, they were underneath him on the layering.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you could see through them. So
Okay.
That's what was messed up, is that you could.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That is a lot of layers to go through, isn't it?
Yeah. So you have to. So you see how Justin's glasses look like? Yeah. So those actually were a part of the picture, whereas these are obviously added because I have very specific Clark Kent glasses from last time that he doesn't have anymore. And I just wanted to make sure that they were there, and I didn't realize that I had apparently put the layer of him above the layer of it, so that it would literally like went through, like you could see his ear through the glasses. So, but I wanted them to look like they were a part of his face. Yeah, that was fun. So, anyway. We will see you on the 19th.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
And I definitely forgot the fight.